Over the course of time, humanity has had a fascination with death, life, and the unknown. These three not-so-simple concepts sum up some of the biggest questions humanity's ever been faced with. Where do we come from, and where do we go? These very questions are reflected in a lot of the media we consume. We see depictions of what happens after death, from children's cartoons such as All Dogs Go to Heaven, to a grittier thriller in The Sixth Sense. These big, unknowable questions, of course, have no true defined answer. Every religion and every belief has given an answer to every question, but they aren't answers, not if you look past the faith you have to believe in them. In terms of the real world and the good place, they're theories. They're ideals people cling to answer the questions, to throw a light down that bottomless dark hole. Where do we go when we die? How do we get there? The Good Place is a ridiculous show that doesn't take itself entirely seriously. I mean, all the curses are replaced by censored words, making it sound like a track off a Kidz Bop. This is in complete contrast to the very serious questions that it brings up, the first of which being, how do people become better people? The story of The Good Place follows a blunt, rude, and comically mean woman named Eleanor. She starts off waking up in a waiting room as Michael, who at this point we can assume to be an angel, invites her into his office. It turns out that she got into the good place.
You're in the good place. You're okay, Eleanor. You're in the good place.
It becomes immediately clear that something has gone terribly wrong. Eleanor definitely does not fit in at the good place. Now, eventually, we do find out that Eleanor getting into the good place is an elaborate lie, just like it is for the other three humans within the good place. However, the reason this lie is so convincing is because of how they view themselves. Eleanor, along with Chidi, Jason, and Tahani, all believe they are good people. They feel they belong in the good place. Their time on Earth was above that distinctive line dividing the difference between good and bad, enough so that they made it into heaven. Realistically, no one wants to go to the bad place. We all, just like the characters in the show, rationalize our own actions to shine them in a better light. Our fear of the unknown, our fear of what comes after is what drives us to be the best us, but it's also what keeps us human. Within the world of the good place, there is a point system that gives hard numbers to the actions humans complete on Earth. These points determine your eligibility for either heaven or hell. The issue comes in when these points get skewed, and the reason these points do get skewed, within the show at least, is because of the increasing complexity within the modern world.
Life now is so complicated. It's impossible for anyone to be good enough for the good place.
500 years. That's how long it's been within the show since someone made it into the good place. Doing one small action can ripple out and turn into a tidal wave of negativity within the world.
These days, just buying a tomato at a grocery store means that you are unwittingly supporting toxic pesticides, exploiting labor, contributing to global warming. Humans think that they're making one choice, but they're actually making dozens of choices they don't even know they're making.
Now, this omits the question between good versus bad and changes it. How can one do the least bad, and why does it even matter? Why even try to do good if there isn't a difference from doing bad? This brings us back to the question of the unknown. Truthfully, we don't know what happens when we die. Whether it's good or bad, it's a gamble. But it's that idea of the unknown that keeps us going. The ending of The Good Place provides us with another one of life's major questions, and possibly it's the most horrifying. Is heaven even worth it? Now, this might look like a weird question because, well, of course heaven's worth it. It's heaven. Everything's perfect. You can do anything you want forever. But that's the exact issue. It's forever. If you get to accomplish your most aspired dreams, what do you have left? The truth is, there will be nothing left, and an eternity to do just that. Nothing. In the show, we can see that everyone becomes a shell, a husk of themselves. They have no more purpose. There is no more unknown. They know what it's like to complete their wildest dreams, and there is nothing left. The way that this is solved within the show is a door, heaven's final door.
We're going to set up a new kind of door, somewhere peaceful, so that when you feel happy and satisfied and complete, and you want to leave the good place for good, you can just walk through it, and your time in the universe will end.
But once the door is created, something within everyone changes. Suddenly, there is an end. The whole room where the announcement took place sparks to life because the endless life they needed to live changes. It becomes a limited life, and their limited time, however long it may be, can come to an end. This made everyone want to keep going, similar to why people keep going on Earth. There's an unknown. No one knows what happens after, whether it's heaven's final door or death's door. Even within the show, people hope that going through the door is good because they want to have earned it. The reason that people are good is because the ends justify the means.